Hello everyone, my name is Kinza Fatima and welcome to our presentation. Today we are going to present legislation to make business use social business models. Our name and student IDs are mentioned in the slide. So let's start with the introduction. In the introduction, we will discuss company often claim to be social but their action does not always match their words. It's a challenge for a modern business to balance making money with a heavy positive impact on the society, especially when they are competing with the less responsible companies. The presentation will use the framework like Coral CSR, pyramids, and Potter Caravan's shared the value concept to explain how business can do good while also having profitability. So finally, the presentation will look at the issue from the different perspectives, society and the international trade, because everyone is affected. So let's come to its importance. It explains why discussing social business models is crucial right now. So it's in global issues due to uh, greenwashing and some reputations and real life impact. So it's important because global problems like climate change and the poverty are getting worse, despite many reports on the corporate responsibilities. So company often claims to be a green, but their action does not actually harmful, which misleads the customers and the investors as well. So in today's connected words, uh, bad reputations spread quickly and they can seriously damage this business. In the real life impact, choosing to focus on the topic is a relevant because it connects the business practices to fairness, trade rules, and sharing the responsibility for the people and the planet. In the social business model, we will discuss a social business model means a company aims to earn profit and tackle the social or environmental problems and at the same time. Unlike charity donation, it means doing good into a build into how a business works every day from sourcing raw materials to delivering products. For example, a fair trade coffee company may pay the farmer above market rates and they invest in a local school, directly improving the communities while selling the coffee for a profit. So CSR, which stands the corporate social responsibility, means a company recognizes that it affects the people and the environment and should act responsibly. But CSR is often voluntary and be different from the company to company, which makes real result hard to check. So this is all from my side. Now I would like to invite my next member for further discussions.
Yeah. Now, my name is Gafar Razak, and I'll be discussing the theories and models guiding this study. To examine if laws are needed, let's first try using Carroll CSR Pyramid 1991, which sets out four levels: economic responsibility, which includes profit, legal responsibility, obeying laws, ethical philanthropic responsibility, voluntary good work. Many companies meet the first two levels, which is making profit and obeying the laws, but stop short of the ethical and philanthropic part when not forced. Porter and Kramer shared value concept 2011 argues companies can grow profit when they solve social problems. For example, by simply developing greener products that customers want. We can also refer to OECD ESG guidelines and the UN SDG, which gives policy framework for how responsible business can help countries meet global climate and fairness targets. Using these models can help us judge whether new laws would move companies beyond minimum legal duties to genuine positive impact. As you can see, Carl's CSR pyramid scheme photo beside this. Why do some firms act responsibly voluntarily? Many large firms can show that responsible practice can strengthen brand reputation and customer trust. According to ACTA et al. 2021, consumers today are more aware and willing to pay more for products that are ethically made. Investors also reward companies with strong ESG score because they see them as better prepared for future risk and less likely to face scandals or unnecessary legal fines. Employees prefer working for companies that share their values, which reduce turnover and attract skilled workers. For example, Baragiola 2022 said that on Lever's sustainable living plan shows how integrating sustainability cuts waste and opens new markets for green products. Its ethical brands often outperform others. This example proves that social responsibility can boost profit, but not all firms will follow this path without outside pressure from regulatory policies. The problem, CSR often fails without enforcement. Despite so many positive examples, some firms do the bare minimum, while some even spend more money marketing a green image than they spend fixing real problems, a practice called greenwashing. Without legal standards, it is easy for a company to claim big CSR goals while quietly continuing harmful practices that may have negative impact on society. For instance, some fast fashion brands promote eco line but rely on factories with terrible wages and bad working conditions. This creates unfair competition. Business that invest heavily in genuine responsible practice face high costs than rival that cut corners. A strong legal framework could help eliminate this problem and make competition fair for all parties. Lastly, key data that support this study. A lot of Fortune 500 companies now issue CSR or sustainability reports, but external assurance remain voluntary and inconsistent. According to Godietia and Van der Bergs 2024, 55% of global consumers say that they would pay more for brand that proves strong sustainability. This shows real demand for responsible businesses. The EU Green Deal includes binding climate goals that force industries to cut emissions to net zero by 2050. OECD report has also recommended strong ESG disclosure law to stop false claims and unfair practices. These data support our idea that law/regulations work best when they are combined with minimum rules with proper monitoring. And next, I'll be leaving for the next person to take.
I'm Mohammed Hamza. I'm discussing about the analytical tool, how we read this data. We use CSR pyramid to explain how most firms focus on the profit and legal complaints, but negligence higher level and ethical and the duties. Potent and commit shared value shows how solving the social problems can open new profit schemes and investment. For example, Tesla green energy mission could be new market. Real data and EU claim policy show that binding rules can easily push entire industries to change, unlike voluntary promises. However, some data also show that if only some countries have strong rules, firms might move jobs to place with a large risk. And now as the carbon break is, this prove our analysis must balance smart rules with this support for the fair global and trades. And other is one is the cost problem, risk barriers. Yeah. Legal rules raise costs for the businesses, especially small and medium sized firms that may lack of money adopt quickly. And a new standard might require expensive audits, cleaner technology, or the better wages, which can shrink profit manage if not supportive. Firm may pass higher cost of the consumer making products for the affordable. Another risk is that some firm will move to the production and abroad cheaper regions with the weak social and environmental law, repeating the carbon leakage problems. And the second one is the this means smart policies must include financial support and the fair trade measures to protect the local jobs. And other one is the solution based on the theory evidence. Government can minimum legal standard for the emission wages or supply claimed, and then help to companies meet them with the tax break or gains. According to that taxicria to 2024 international agreement like global ESG standard reduce the unfair trade gaps and risk through reporting the rules with the independent checks help stop government and consume trust. The UK Modern Salary Act show how clear the law force companies are supporting supply claim with the penalty for the failure. Islam 2021 combining law and the incentives help companies shift from the greenwashing or to true impact. And so now my portion is the finished. So next one is the Mr. Hassan.
Hello, my name is Mohammed Maaz Hassan, and I am gonna start from short-term and long-term recommendations. So, short-term recommendations are like offer tax relief, low interest loans, and training for firms, especially SMEs, to help them adjust to new social standards. Government should build clear, simple reporting system that reduce paperwork but increase accountability. In the long term, raise legal minimum step by step so business can plan and invest wisely without sudden shocks. Support innovation by funding research into greener production methods. Use international cooperation to set shared minimum standards that protect local jobs and stop unfair competition. And looking ahead, options and uncertainty. There is no perfect one size fit all solution. Economies, industries, and global trade rules keep changing. New crises, technology, or political shifts can reshape what works and what doesn't work. However, firms that plan now for tighter standards will be stronger competitors in the future. Investors and customers increasingly expect clear proof that companies act responsibly, not just talk about it. According to Mahajan, balancing profit, fairness, and global competition will always need ongoing adjustment and open dialogue between business and governments. And at the last, we have a conclusion. Our research shows that while voluntary CSR brings some benefits, it often fails to solve deep problems like greenwashing and unfair competition. Clear, well-designed law can lift all firms to a fair, measurable standards of responsibility, protecting society, and rewarding companies that do things right. Smart legal framework must be flexible enough to support smaller businesses and strong enough to stop firm moving problem abroad. A balanced approach that combine rule, incentives, global agreements, and stakeholder partnership with help business link profit with real positive social impact. In the end, responsible business is not just an option, it must become the standard for future growth and global fairness. At the end, we have provided some references, and that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.